The idea that you've got, the idea that doesn't leave you, that could be your life-changing idea. That could be your life-changing gift or talent or skill. And you keep putting it down because it's taking time. You keep putting it down because it's not paying off as quick as you want it to. Listen, if you were to be consistent on that one thing and do it well and give it your time and your energy and all your focus and just put some of the other things down for a minute, right? In the next 6 months, your life could change. Your life could change within the next 3 to 6 months. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shan, back with another video. Hope you guys are good. It's beautiful. Listen, spring is approaching over here in the UK, and I'm like, the sun's shining. It's a bit chilly, but we're getting there. And listen, when the sun shines, right, I am ready to take on anything. When the sun shines, I'm ready to take on anything. So listen, I need you guys to really have a think. Are you focusing on too many goals at once? Are you focusing on too many goals at once? How is that going for you? How is that going for you? Because sometimes you're giving too much energy to too many things at once, and this is why you're not seeing the results that you want to see. Jack of all trades, master of none. You're not a master of anything right now because you're trying to do too many things at once, or you keep stopping and starting. You keep picking up this idea that you've got, and then you keep putting it down, putting it back on the shelf. Why? Like, listen, you want better for your life, right? Stop trying to do too much at once and focus on one thing and do that thing well. I don't even think I need to talk anymore, but you know me, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking because I like to talk, and I just think, right, and I hear it from many people that I've spoken to. I've saw it for myself when people have all these great creative, innovative, how do you say it? Innovative. Am I saying it right? People have great ideas, right? And they don't do anything with it, and they start different things like, yo, I need to calm down. I need to calm down because it hinders people from being a master at least one thing. Okay, like it hinders people from success. It hinders people from seeing how something can unfold and really reaping the rewards that are going to be long lasting and sustainable. Okay, because what you don't want something that's a short-term fix. You don't want something that is very short-lived. Okay, and sometimes, like with social media, people go viral and then that's it. But then also people go viral from putting in the work, putting in the groundwork, and we don't know that behind the scenes they've been working on something for years. Like, stop trying to do too much at once. And you know what, for some people they can do 2 or 3 things at once, depending on what those things are, depending on how much time they've got, depending on their commitments, right? But for some people, you just know that you need to be focused on that one thing and be doing that one thing well. Now, maybe you need to take some time and reevaluate your life. Reevaluate what's getting your time and what's getting your energy. Reevaluate all the ideas that you work on, and reevaluate all these ideas that you've got, and start to really prioritize which one you want to do. Really start to think about which one you want to be intentional about and give your time and energy to, and be intentional with sticking to that. I've spoke to people that are trying to do too much at once, or keep stopping and starting and not seeing the thing through. And I know how it goes. Like, sometimes you want to keep your options open, you want to make sure that you're trying different things, and that's great. Well, at least do one thing, do it well, and complete it. Like, stop trying to do loads of different things at once, or stopping and starting. And I get it, like sometimes that's what it might take for you to find that thing that does resonate with you, that thing that does work for you. But how many of those things, right, that you've started, you've completed? You don't really know what a thing can become until you've completed it. And for some of you guys, you might actually know that some of these things that you've started have been good ideas. Maybe impatience has caused you just to put it down and just start the next thing. Sometimes it is the impatience of waiting to see how a thing turns out, seeing how it pays off. Sometimes you're impatient and you don't see it through because you just want quick results, you want instant gratification, but things take time. Okay, like, things do take time. And like I said, wouldn't you rather do something and do it well than doing lots of things and being a master of nothing? A jack of all trades and a master of none. Like, you want to at least master something. You want to at least say you've completed something, and then when you've completed it, if you do decide to put it down, at least you know that you can pick it back up at any point because you've completed it. It's a skill that you've got now, it's a talent that you've got now, it's a trade that you've now invested in. But sometimes if you're doing too much at once, you're never really giving anything your full attention. You're never really giving something all of your energy, all of your focus. It means that you never really get the chance to just see what this could become. I think it's so great when people have creative ideas. I think it's great when people are innovative, especially when it comes to fruition, because they've put the work in, they've put the effort in. But how many of you guys can say that you've saw your ideas come to fruition, you've saw your ideas manifest? And if not, one of the reasons may be is that you're trying to focus on too many things at once. And another reason might be is that you're not completing things. A lot of people do want quick results. A lot of people do want instant gratification. And I think social media doesn't help when you see people go viral and blow up, and then they get opportunities from that, which is great. But sometimes you don't know the groundwork that they've been doing. You don't know that it's took them years and they've been doing stuff in the background that you're not aware of. And I don't want you guys to get caught up into this mindset that you can always have things quick. I don't want you guys being tricked into thinking that if something hasn't happened in a certain period of time, it's not going to work at all. Obviously, every situation is different, but some things can take 5 years to blow. Like when I think about DoorDash, right? If you're watching this right now and you guys are into watching other YouTubers, we talk about DoorDash for a minute and Dante London, right? They'd been posting on their YouTube channels, right, for 5 years. 5 years. 5 years they had been posting. Okay, DoorDash only got monetized December 2024. Dante London, his story is similar, where they'd both been posting, not consistently, but they'd both been putting out content for 5 years, and only now they're getting paid, right? And when I say getting paid, these are getting paid, like getting paid from YouTube, okay? But they didn't give up. They didn't give up. If anything, they just became more consistent with what they was already doing, okay? And she's making money. Like, she clearly tells you, and I believe her. Like, I believe her. You see the numbers, you know that she's doing something right. I just need you to know that things do take time, okay? Things do take time, and I don't want you to step away from something that could potentially be life-changing. You keep putting it down, you keep putting it back on the shelf. That idea that you've got, that idea that doesn't leave you, okay? Like, that could be your life-changing idea. That could be your life-changing gift or talent or skill. And you keep putting it down because it's taking time. You keep putting it down because it's not paying off as quick as you want it to. I just need you to know that in the next 6 months, your life could change. It could change, but also it could take 2-3 years. But you need to be expectant regardless, and know that actually you're planting seeds, you're putting in the effort, and with you being consistent, it can only pay off. You will have to start to reap the rewards in due time, but I need you not to give up. Put it down and then start picking up something out. And I get it, you might want multiple streams of income, and for some people it's okay for them to focus on different things and give different things their energy and their attention, because some people are skilled to do that, okay? But for some of you, you might have to just focus on that one thing, that one thing that comes easy to you, that one thing that never leaves you, that one thing that you're passionate about, that one thing that you can do with your eyes closed, okay? Like, everyone wants success. Everyone wants to be in a better position than they are right now. Everybody wants to put yourself and your children and your family in a better position. But wouldn't you rather do one thing and do it well than do 10 things and not do them well at all? I truly believe that when people start different ideas, different ventures, sometimes it's from a place of panic, okay? Because a lot of people are in survivor mode, okay? You're in survivor mode. You might be living paycheck to paycheck and you're struggling right now and you want better for yourself. And in your head, you're thinking, I haven't got time to be consistent at this thing just in case. Just in case this ain't the one, just in case this doesn't work, just in case this doesn't pay off, just in case this is a failure. But what if it all works out? But what if it all works out? What if this is going to be the life-changing thing? What if you do start to monetize on that very thing? And that needs to be your mindset. You have to be fully convinced that what you're doing is for you, first and foremost. From the jump, you need to know why you're doing it. But also you need to be praying up to make sure that God has said, this is the thing to work on, okay? Why are you doing this thing? Like, are you doing it because it's popular? Are you doing it because it's trending? Are you doing it because you see everybody else doing it? Are you doing it because you've been influenced by your friends to do it? Or are you doing it because it means something to you? Are you doing it because you have a skill and a gift to do it? Okay, and I'm not saying that you can't do things that you aren't gifted at or you aren't skilled at, But right now, what should you be focusing on? And if your answer is I don't know, then pray about it, because God's more than happy to guide you and support you and to show you which way to go. But also from the beginning, you need to be speaking life into your idea. You need to be speaking positive into your creativity. You need to be speaking positive about your new venture. You need to be fully convinced that this is the thing that you want to work on, and be intentional and make a clear decision that this is what you're going to work on. Because I think that's it. I think sometimes people lack direction and clarity as to where they want to be, okay, and that just causes them to pick up anything. And you know what, I'm all for people saying yes to opportunities. I love it when people are ambitious, are productive, proactive, use their initiative. I think that's great. And I love it when people take risks, okay, but also if you're going to take a risk, make sure it's a strategic risk. Make sure it's a thought through risk where you're weighing up the pros and the cons of this, okay? Like, is this going to take time away from you now? Is this going to take time away from the other idea that you've got? And if it does take time from the other idea that you've got, where's that going to leave you? What impact is that going to have? Okay, I want everyone to have the best abundant life. Like, I want everyone to have success and thrive in whatever it is that they're good at. And listen, I'm not being a hater, but for some of you guys, you're doing too much at once, and it's causing you to get frustrated. It's causing you to get burnt out. It's causing you to think, can this ever be for me? It might be causing you to question, like, can any good things happen for you? You're spreading yourself too thin. You're doing too much at once. And I want you to do one thing and do it well. Okay, I need you to do one thing and do it well. You don't know that if you was to be consistent and to give your energy and your focus to that very thing, right, that you're passionate about, that you're skilled at, and do it well, your life could change in the next 3 to 6 months. It could change in the next 3 to 6 months. It could change in the next 3 to 6 months. And even then, if you don't see all the results that you want to see in that time, maybe you have to stick it out, okay? Maybe you have to stick it out, because not all the time you're going to see all the results that you want. Not all the time you're going to have instant gratification. However, I just look at it like going to the gym, okay? If you're putting the work in, if you're exercising, it can only pay off. It can only pay off. It can only pay off. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before your life can change. It's just a matter of time before you see the rewards from all your hard work, all your graft, all your efforts, all your energy, all your late nights, all your sleepless nights. And at least then, when you focused on one thing and did it well, right, you can say that you've given it your all. But some of you guys can't confidently say that you've given something you all. Some of you guys can't confidently say that you've given it your 100%, however that looks, because everyone's 100% is completely different. But you know within yourself if you've given something your all. And if you're doing too much at once, if you're quitting at the first hurdle, you can't confidently say that. You can't confidently say that. You can't. You can't. And you know what's interesting? It's very common for YouTubers to say, oh, post once a week. Make sure you post it once a week. But listen, when you look at someone like Dodash, right? She's posting sometimes a few times a day, right? She's just changed the whole game. Like, sometimes she's posting more than once a day. If YouTube didn't ever work for her, at least she can say that she's done it. At least she can say that she's given it her all. At least she can say that she's given it her all. But it's working for her. It's working for her. And like I said, she was posting, right, for 5 years. And it's only recently that she started to be consistent. And look, if you haven't checked in on Dodash's channel, check out Dodash on YouTube, right? She will inspire you. She's so genuine. She's so passionate. Listen, this woman inspires me to bet on myself, but also to be consistent and just to give my all to that very thing. And that's what I'm saying to you guys. And I think it's so easy to say all of this stuff, right? And I think a lot of people might say all of this stuff, but when you gotta apply it, when you might even say this all the time, oh, believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself, you can do it. Listen, but when it comes to applying, right, when it comes to the application, are you doing the very thing that you're talking about? And I'm talking to myself. Are you doing the very thing that you think about? You, like, some of you guys have ideas. You've been having ideas for years. Like, you've been having ideas for years and you're not doing nothing with it. And I'm sure a lot of people watching this, you want change, you want better, you want an abundant life, you want success, you want an easy life, you want options, you want to work smart and not hard. But what are you going to do? You want to be able to look back and be like, you know what, I did it. You know what, I made it happen. You know what, by God's grace, I showed up, I put the work in, I made it happen. Like, I put the work in, I put the effort in. You want to be proud of yourself, and sometimes you can't be proud of yourself. You want to be able to say, yo, I put my heart into that. Listen, I'm grateful that you've made it to the end of this video. I need you to share this video with as many people that you think might benefit from this. And I know you might be thinking of 1 or 2 people where you're like, you know what, they're trying to do too much. They need to just relax a minute and just focus on one thing at a time. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any videos that I drop. And I look forward to seeing you soon, because I'll be back. I will be back. Holla.